Well, hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide. And we are on May 3rd, 2020. Welcome to another surviving day on this planet. Welcome to the Daily Dew, looking at space weather, world weather, earthquakes from around the world, as well as disasters. Thank you for tuning in. Looking here at our sun, 304 angstroms. You can see a lot of plasma filaments erecting from our sun, as well observing two bright active regions. And look at this huge plasma loop erecting from a fiery region. Amazing images coming out of Solar Dynamics Observatory. Looking here at the couple sunspots that are leaving. Look here at another light. You can see the diminishing coronal hole. Expecting that wind stream tonight. We've already seen the solar wind speeds calm down ahead of it. And in the northern region, you can see a lot of action as well. Looking here, 511. And you see the heliosphere of our sun being affected, especially by this plasma filament, southwestern limb. Pretty amazing stuff. Our sun has awakened a little bit, especially considering we've went, 6 to 9 months without a sunspot. Grand solar minimum much? Let's look at our solar wind as we are calm at about 280 kilometers per second. Also going to have a look at the Schumann resonance. Here, this is the last 48 hours for the Schumann resonance. We had a power of 80 today. Very powerful day. Schumann resonance records electromagnetic frequency, base frequency of the planet. Looking here at the last 24 hours for earthquakes, it's been very busy. Looking on this map, it's busy. So we're going to start here with the largest, most recent 5.9 in Japan, in Fuku, Japan. I'm not really sure which one it is, but they definitely saw an earthquake this morning, a shallow one at that, as well looking at 4s going northward into Kamchatka. 5.0 here in Indonesia, right by Krakatoa. As well, recording a 4.5 Tajikistan. And then many aftershocks after a large earthquake yesterday in Greece. And that was just after I went out for a little while. A large 6.6 struck Greece at an 18-kilometer depth. And since then, there's been at least a dozen pretty sizable aftershocks. Now, luckily, the epicenter of these earthquakes are all out in the middle of the ocean, but it is on the Hellenic Trench Rift. So stay aware and prepared, my friends. Overlooking South America, Peru saw 5.7 last night. Through Central America as well, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Even Panama seeing a 4.6. 5.1 out there in the Pacific Ridge. As well, throughout Oklahoma, still seeing an uptick in seismicity along the west coast, California, and up into Utah, 2.6 there, and as well Idaho. Stay aware and prepared, Cascades, because we're still seeing this deep earthquake event happening now. And the seismicity is spreading. We got a 2.8. Earthquakes increasing across Hawaii. Let's have a look at the last 7 days. You can see a lot of elevated rings. That means deep earthquakes. And we ended up seeing the larger, shallower earthquake in Greece after 3 pretty deep earthquakes in Fiji, which was a warned earthquake. But I did not warn for this region. I was warning for Central America. And I still believe that Central America is our next spot. Stay safe, aware, and prepared. Have a plan. All of my Mexican and Spanish friends, South America. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody from around the world. 160 countries worldwide. Thank you for all of your friendships, for watching, and your loyalty to this channel. Having a look at the most recent volcanoes, Sabancaya, as well as Popo in Mexico, Nevados de Chilean in Chile, Asosan in Japan, Suisinajima, as well as Semeru in Indonesia. So that's about 6 volcanoes, as well as Dukono in Indonesia. 6 volcanoes being updated today for eruptions and activity. Looking at a very busy Pacific Ocean. As well as some pretty intense storms moving across India presently, and will continue to do so over the next 48 hours. So heavy rains and storms through northern India, as well eastern Pakistan, Thailand, and as well Malaysia here, looking at some pretty decent thunderstorms. Only other major weather events across South America, watching some extreme weather move through Uruguay and parts of northeastern Argentina. Heavy rains northeastern Brazil, and as well Panama and through Colombia. It's very interesting as well, looking here, the southern hemisphere, very vigorous and large low pressure systems, very intense southern hemisphere right now. Let's get to the 5-day forecast brought to you by Meteor Earth, Meteor Mike. Starting out here, Calgary, Alberta, as we do have the warm temps here during the day, cooler temperatures at night. And Weather Network went and put out a warning for a weather watch, even a snowfall, but that's not going to happen. There's a lot of Pacific moisture moving in right now, and it is getting humid. So watch for pop-up thunderstorms over the next few days across Alberta. Eastern side of Canada and the United States, still seeing some cool temperatures. Very strong high pressure ridge hanging out over the Hudson Bay. And wintry lows to follow. So Eastern Canada has not seen spring yet, but parts of Western North America, you can see those temps, they are rising all the way into Alaska. Warmer temperatures. Overlooking Europe, large low pressure system affecting Spain, and then into the United Kingdom later in the week. That Atlantic low. As well, watching a pretty sizable low pressure system here affect parts of Western Russia, Eastern Europe. Huge Mediterranean low will bring some heavy rains and some heavy snowfall in the higher elevations throughout Turkey, Afghanistan. Overlooking China, watching heavy rains throughout central China, coastal regions later in the week. Pretty intense low pressure system moving across into the Pacific, but meeting a very large and strong high pressure ridge affecting the Pacific Ocean right now, which is kind of good because it's getting pretty hairy. Along the equator, monsoon rains moving in as well. Tropical cyclone here forming later in the week, moving southwestward into the Indian Ocean. Overlooking Australia, high pressure ridge locked in place. Coastal regions, we'll see some moisture, but cooler temperatures hanging about all the way down to Tasmania. Later in the week, watch for this low pressure system to affect them. Overlooking South America, heavier rains northeastern Brazil and as well Panama and Colombia. daily evaporation rains, but they've been very intense this season. Thoughts and prayers going out to everybody throughout Venezuela. They're going to have some intense rains and storms moving in over the next few days. As well, Argentina, northeastern Argentina, parts of Uruguay, overlooking Africa, daily evaporation rains, and very cool temperatures. South Africa. Get in the comment section and let me know if you're watching from South Africa, because these are some pretty cool temps. Let me know if this is normal for you. Thanks for watching today, everybody. Stay safe, stay aware and prepared. God bless humanity. Stay young and have fun, and get your morning dew. Appreciate you watching, and leave you here looking at the Northern Hemisphere versus the Southern.